remember now. Welcome back. WeArEuS, and this is S.T.A.L.K.E.R 2.
Wow, that was fun.
Yeah, we already did that part.
Wow. Not much for foreplay. You must be from the Oasis cult. So skilled and so stupid. Who actually trusts Sidorovich?
You think Sidorovich is lying?
Only when he opens his mouth. How do you think he found out about the Oasis? Stalker gossip? Maybe. That and the documents I showed him. But as soon as our deal was worked out, I was suddenly no longer welcome in his little village. But the old fox's tricks are wearing thin. That's why the lab entrance I told him about was bullshit. Unlike the key in that package, it never made it to his bunker.
You mean the decoder? I've got it right here.
You're a very resourceful guy, Skiff. And you're alive, unlike all of my men.
I can
Here's
fix that.
the deal. The lab's gonna be our joint venture. It's a real maze. But I've got a map of it, right here, in my head. In case you're thinking about shooting me and taking it. Besides, there's one lock down there you can't open without me. Not even with the decoder. I guarantee you won't get through it alone. Deal?
Not like I have an option.
All right, I'm in.
You bet you are. Don't expect it to be a walk in the park, though. Head to these coordinates. There's something you need to pick up. It was meant for the bandits, but we need it more now. I'll be waiting for you at the lab entrance. There's a tracker in the stash. When you grab the stuff, you'll get the location.
Well, I am pregnant with loot and probably... Oh, it's not that far. Not that far at all. It's actually a pretty reasonable distance. Granted, that's just the stash. Everyone here is dead, so I don't really need to worry about that anymore. I could have sworn I saw that body standing up for a second. Let's see. I'm probably going to need to use 2 of these over the course of time, but... better. Why is... We're going to come up here from the lab, huh? Since the lab is supposed to be near the cordon, let me make sure to quick save in case undesirables spawn. Here's something on the left. Rats. Oh. Oh. You know what? I wish that this... What is it called? Detector. Why was that so difficult to remember? I wish the detector actually made a sound when there was when there's an anomaly within its range of detection. That would make it a much better early warning system than the beeping you just heard, which requires me to be within like 5 steps maybe of an anomaly before it says, hey, you might die. I would appreciate that, but I don't imagine there's a better detector. That's why I was thrown off, because they were just talking about the decoder. So, decoder came up in my head, and I'm just like, that? That doesn't seem right. In fact, I know it's not right. The decoder is something else. So what is this thing in my hand? But I figured it out. No help needed, of course. No reference material, no in-depth research. Didn't even need a YouTube guide. Speaking of YouTube guides, I am fresh off the heels of like 8 hours or so of farming or grinding Serena in the Thirsty Descendant, and for the life of me, I do see what they were going for with her. But you know, the problem with weapon builds in that game is that you have to build weapons, or more accurately, why am I here? Right, to sell. The problem with weapon descendants is that you need to build your weapons out, whereas the ones that have to use their abilities
You are live.
to do the killing,
Straight.
you just need to focus on building out the descendant, and the rest will follow. Let me make sure that's not something special. Okay, we got 10,000 out of that. A good bit of that is going to go towards getting my... Okay. We did all of that, and we don't really need to spend that much money. This will be less than 1,000 in repair costs. Probably maybe 1,500 total to get everything fixed. Yeah, that guy took the brunt of it. We can get rid of that. We also have all of this ammo, which is one of the reasons why Inez is so popular. It's not just because she's powerful. It's because she's powerful without you having to spend extra resources to expand on that power. In particular, you don't have to build out guns. I don't have any guns built out in that game, so I have to do that now. Which is turning out to not be a great time. Leveling Descendants, perfectly fine when they're ability based. In fact, there appears to be a build for Serena that's basically just slamming your head into the ground repeatedly. And I'm all for that because it's ability damage, which is more consistent and much easier to build for. Yeah, this definitely existed. I will eat your bread though. Love that mold.
Good to see.
Yep, 800. Okay, slightly more than 1,500. Pistol. But not too far out of the range of expectation. So after I'm done recording this, and it's Friday, this should have been done on Thursday if I was going to do it, at all. I'm much more looking forward to recording Lords of the Fallen, but what can I do? I wanted to get this out of the way so I would have something to look forward to. If you guys have been watching the past few episodes, you'll know that I'm... what time is it? You'll know that I'm on the... I'm at a point of frustration with the game. And do we have anything that needs to be put away? And so I don't necessarily have to force myself to play, but Why did they design the game like this? But it's at a point where I'm just... Yeah, I don't need this on me right now. Everything else seems fine. Yeah. So now we sleep. I don't have to force myself to play the game, but it almost feels like it. Which conflicts with the fact that I do still like the game. Sore spots notwithstanding, I do like the game. What time is it? Okay, it'll be daylight in like 3 minutes. We are carrying a significant amount of stuff, artifacts included, though the artifacts are lighter. But anyway, I brought that up because I'm fully intending to go back to farming, grinding. I still have 2 more ultimate weapons to grind for, and then we have to go that way. Not looking forward to that. Go ahead, quick save. So, I've got 2 more ultimate weapons to grind out. And then, after just getting them, I'm going to have them start baking and then go farm duplicates to then feed to them to make the base ones stronger. Because that's a system that's in play. And I can't... of course it's in a tunnel. Heaven forbid it just be in a regular old building that won't have bloodsuckers in it. Also, it's raining, so screw my desire for daylight. If my electrical protection was a lot higher, I might be able to achieve immunity. Assuming such a thing even is possible in this game. So for now... I don't imagine anything will come up in here because monsters, well, mutants don't really have great pathing, I should say. Through seems to be best. I don't know what lies beyond these 3 here. What I'm after is in this thing. Should be fine right here. I mean, it's free money. You know, I feel right. safe. It feels good. I'm going to quick save here because who knows what's going to happen the moment I step out of here. Now, let's see how far our new destination is. It is not far at all. Alright. I like that for us. It's also directly behind me, so we have to keep going this way. I think on top of here is safe. So we'll go through this one. Okay. Oh, yeah. No, I don't like that at all. Come on, try your luck. Ladies and gents, step right up. Stir-fried rats, made to order. And if the stir-fried rat part bothers you, I won't tell you what's in the sauce. So, here we have an old note. The author of the note bequeathed his stash to whoever finds it first. In the zone, an occasional act of kindness like this can be more surprising than the most wondrous of miracles. And yes, I know I pronounced that strangely. I'm not fond of it either. I haven't been hit by anything other than the electrical anomaly, and that took 2%? That's kind of... There's still one rat running around out there. So you like rummaging through other people's stashes? You've sure been persistent enough to get this far. I get it. I was in your shoes once, but I've had my fill now. Take my stuff, and in return, do me a favor. Put a good word in with the zone for a former stalker. Signed, Zhenya. I don't think you're going to get much goodwill for bandages, but it's not like if you left me a Gauss rifle. I'd sing your praise. Okay. I'd sing your praises if you did that, but since you didn't, I won't. In fact, I'm going to forget about you by the end of this video. Wrong slot, buddy. Also, my artifacts. You and you. Okay, so it's not near the farm. Ah, finally daylight. Took longer than I would have liked. They can see me, so I had to know where the frick did he come from? Where the... You can have it. I'm not interested in fighting mutants again. He says right before going into a freaking underground lab again. Okay. Ah, so that's what this place was. Granted, I'm far less surprised than I probably should be. Yeah, that's okay. I don't like that the scope on the gun blocks a good portion of my sight on the right side. I'm going to go ahead and take that because I love explosions.
Nemesis!
Yeah. Yeah, I did that. I am just petty enough to do that. Especially now. Before I reached my point of frustration with the game, I wouldn't have done that. I'd have sucked it up, dealt with it. Now, I don't really care about playing like that anymore. Granted, I still try to avoid save scumming, I believe it's called. As if I don't know. Oh, yeah, we'll do... Yeah, that's fine. Convenient. Suspiciously so. All right, fatties. You can calm the breathing down. It isn't even remotely that serious. You don't have that much stuff in your inventory. I don't know why he's acting up already. Why is my sniper rifle at 97%? It was in my inventory when I hit the anomaly. Back when we made the stir-fry rats, that's the only time I've actually been hit by anything in this timeline. So why is this missing 3%? I haven't fired it at all. This makes sense, but this does not. All right.
No rush. We can't take the elevator anyway. The power's out. All right, let me think. According to the map, the breaker is just behind this wall. Get there through the vent, and then you can go back through the door. It's connected to the same circuit as the elevator.
Of course I'm going to do all the grunt work. I'm the only one here with a soul. I just wish I didn't have to go so slowly. Can you guys crouch and move quickly? Because I know I can. I won't like it, but I can.
take the main entrance, and you find the back door. It's gotta be somewhere near you. I'll be in touch. Once I reach the door, I'll need you. We can't get it open without the decoder.
You know, I was just thinking to myself, asking myself, more accurately, did we remember to pat this guy down before we did this? Because there's no way he doesn't have a gun. Granted, if he had one, he likely would have pulled it on us back when we walked through his entire group of guys like a one-man army. I mean, would you try to draw down on a guy who can take headshots like a whore takes cum shots? I don't think you would. I know I wouldn't. Why isn't this a thing? This might actually be interesting if there was an on-rails shooting portion. Granted, if it involved bloodsuckers, I would just turn the game off and be done with it forever. But understandably, they would be the only things that would probably be able to keep up with something like this. I don't like this.
I'm looking at what's gonna be the biggest blast door in the whole zone, Skiff. If it's rusted too, we're shit out of luck. You okay? Is the decoder ready?
Yeah, I'm at the entrance. Let's get this done.
I'm just wondering when we have to put a bullet in this guy's head. Not because I want to. I will always want to. But I don't always do it. You guys have probably seen evidence of that.
He's opening. What's that sound over there?
The alarm. I've got company, Dark. And the door won't open. Fuck.
So the idea is to get to that thing before I try to engage them. Nice. I should have quick saved before I did the decoder thing. This gun will handle them better, but it depends on how many of them there are. 4, I think I can deal with. If there's 6, we'll have to use the platform. I don't think I got the headshot. God dang it. I'm sorry, all of those... I'm going to have to watch that back in editing. There is no way I put a bullet through all of the space between the snork and the goddamn cart. Just managing to miss every part of it, but hit the broadside of a barn. I don't. And we find ourselves back here because, of course, we frickin'
No
do.
rush.
Shut up. And now I have to do this crap again. Why am I missing health? Yeah, that's definitely because of the anomaly. I don't know why I didn't heal. There. Now he's going to yap. So we may as well have a snack. That isn't it.
It's no good, Skiff. His rust is shut. All right. I'll take the main entrance. And you find the back door. It's gotta be somewhere near you. I'll be in touch. Once I reach the door, I'll need you. We can't get it open without the decoder. I'm looking at what's gotta be the biggest blast door in the whole zone, Skiff. If it's rusted too, we're shit out of luck. You okay? Is the decoder ready?
Yeah, I'm at the entrance. Let's get this done.
So there are 3 snorks in the area with the cart.
Yes.
And then probably 2 or 3 more
The alarm. I've got company, Dark. And the door
beyond
won't
it.
open. Fuck.
If I can get a headshot, it's one less problem to deal with. Of course. Oh my god, what the actual frick? Nyum. I'm sorry, that didn't hit. That didn't kill you. Why exactly? Patience. Not panicking.
Fuck whoever designed this whole damn place.
Game.
Your door has a double security system. I had to confirm from this end that I see you out there. It's a good thing we split up. Quiet now? Give the decoder another shot. It has to work this time.
Of course, all of the tension that existed up until this point where there were snorks just manifesting out of thin air because why the frick not? It's not like I killed 2 of them there and then there's just another one here somehow. I knew there were 3, but like, you have snorks raining from the goddamn ceiling or just camping up there like bats? What the actual frick? It makes no sense that that happens. And I'm mostly speaking from a design perspective. I'm going to sit here, and I'm going to go ahead and quick save. Excuse me, good sir? Are you kidding me? This game has some of the stupidest design decisions I have ever seen. Ooh, I can actually... They do not seem to be having a good time.
Where are you freaks coming? Open up! I said open up!
I'm losing your signal, Dark.
Yeah, that's definitely not a me problem. Oh, you can do that with a little bit of... But watch if I try to do it from this side. He can do it. Okay. Yeah, it's high enough for him to jump on top of. So I guess that's the limit for his vaulting. If he can jump on top of it already, he can vault onto it. That's stupid. Being able to vault should be for something that is at least about that high. Minimum. Sure, this is fine for it too as a minimum, but like, you should be able to vault onto higher stuff. Oh, nope, not taking that path. That seems lethal. You guys know how much I hate lethal when it's in relation to myself. Everyone else is fair game, although. If I need to, I can always pull out and head back to the stairway we just took. And I'm going to assume that's going to be necessary in the near future. Alright. Quick save. I don't know about you guys, but these guys seem fresh to me. You know, I remember sometime in the past asking out loud, how in the world do you die with an exosuit? And you know, now that I know that there's at least one out there where you have to install the ability to sprint yourself, I find that question much more unreasonable than before. Not unnecessary, just a little bit more unreasonable than it was before I learned. Where is this exactly? I'm not going anywhere near there. I mean, I guess I'll mark it, but it's unlikely I'm going to go there willingly. So, yoink. Let me tell you, that is the face of an incredible orgasm. Just the best. Granted, this little bit here on his mouth, I don't know what's going on. He seems to be mutating. Glad he's dead. But other than that, he looks like he went out blissfully. I do want to save, so I keep that stash, though. Give me that. Oops. game out. This could work. Oh, we do have this as an option, but if I've already been sprinting out of this doorway here, getting up here is going to be a challenge. Why the frick are you hungry again? Well, getting hungry. I don't know about you guys, but I love eating my food from a high vantage point from which I can see all entrances and exits. No surprises for me while I'm snacking. Has the time finally come? Do we finally get the rifle? It's not... Also, in the previous games, the Gauss rifle, I'm going to call it Gauss, because Gauss sounds mildly retarded. That sounds, yep, of course they're bloodsuckers. The other one saw what happened to his buddy and decided he didn't want any. I can't blame him. Oh, he might have gone up, so that wouldn't have hit him. Frankly, it'd just be easier to sit up here and bait them in by jumping down. I don't think I can jump on top of this. No. Because I am pregnant with greed. There are 4 dead bodies. Are those the guys I just skimmed some stuff off the top from? Probably. So if I jump down, I can kill one of them before the other manifest destinies, but that also is dependent on me being able to see them on their approach. And land, I'd need 4 shots, especially on this guy in here. He's already wounded. I hate this. And now it's just over here. Because of course. nowhere near far enough. It's harder to hear the guy over here because of this one in my left ear. I'm trying to pinpoint his location so I can figure out where to throw the grenade. Oh, come on! Do you see what I'm saying? God, I hate this game. What? That angers and frustrates me to no end. Worse still, the one who roared is the same one who attacked me. So he gets to roar, which is a long animation. Make no mistake. It's a long animation, and then he still gets to attack me before I can recover. I've said it once, twice, 3 times a lady. The people who made this game are freaking retarded. No one likes losing agency and then taking damage that they were intending to avoid from that very thing they saw coming. It always feels
You can't get in. Can't get in without me.
I'm here, Dark. You all right?
Finally! I'm pinned down, Skiff. There's too many of them. But we've got a shot. We need to unlock all the doors. Look around for the security console. It's on the lower levels. After you use it, I'll make my move. Remember, you won't make it without me.
What the frick was that? I mean, we were coming down here anyway, but... Yeah, I panic jumped. I will admit that. Even if I did get in there, I don't think I'd be able to get out. I mean, it looks like it's a straight path in, so maybe. It might actually be a really good place to retreat to. Assuming there's going to be more spawns. And I always assume there are going to be more spawns. Okay, you couldn't see it, but when I jumped from here, I don't understand. Okay, I was standing up. When I jumped from here to over there, that cruised by the left side of my face, the screen, and startled me something terrible. I don't jump much with scary movies or scary anything, really. Surprising me is a difficult affair, but that actually scared the frick out of me. I literally jumped in my seat. I do want to see what's on the other side of this. God dang it. Mother frickin'. And yeah, I could just take off the artifacts for the weights and fat run and jump all over this place so I can take less damage if I hit those. But the entire point is to not hit the freaking anomaly because they're visible. Getting hit by the ones you can see is silly. Okay, that's water. But I can't tell how deep it is. Well, I have to look in there, right? I don't have a clear line of sight. I do, actually. But I can't see anything. Unless... no. Okay. I did not expect pitch dark. Pitch black, actually. Yeah. I'm sorry. Why do you keep putting them away? I hit 7 and then 6. Granted, the 6 is unnecessary because as long as there's nothing in my left hand, he's just going to pull out the bolt, or the right hand, he's just going to pull the bolt out. So the 6 would be redundant. I guess that's why it doesn't make sense that you would put away the detector. It's dumb. They've made a bunch of retarded decisions, and I hate all of them. As you do. So, if I jump down there, I don't believe I'll be able to jump back up here. But I have to go for the exploration play. Even if it doesn't pay off, as it didn't. I have no idea how you died in here, but I do notice that there was no food in your bag. That's there. Okay, so the other one is on the ground. Crap. At the very least, if there is something running around here, then I know there isn't, but just hypothetically. It can't get here. Because it requires at least one jump to make it to where I currently am. Minimum. Actually, it's 2. I don't know why I would go with the 1. Anyway. Well, now I'm depressed. What is going on over here? Okay. Oh, I do remember I was talking about the Gauss rifle. In previous games, it's... You would think what is basically a railgun would be extremely powerful. High penetration, high damage. It never really reached those highest of heights, I'll say. It was always a decent gun, at best. I don't remember it in Call of Pripyat, so I can't really speak to its value there. But pretty much every other gun has always been more valuable than the Gauss rifle. Nothing's ever been cooler. And I really wish they would have added some new weapons to this game. At all. And not rely on modders to do all of the heavy lifting in terms of making this game actually unique. In case I need to retreat, what does our path look like? Let me jump over there. Okay, got it. And just so it's everybody's on the same page, there is no way on Earth you can access the Gauss rifle before right now, because no one else in the game sells ammo for it. No one that you can access at the moment. You could probably run over to Pripyat and maybe find someone there that does, but then you'd be running around in a place you really shouldn't be. At a point in the game, you shouldn't be there. Could I have probably gone to Pripyat and done that? Maybe, but what in the world would I have gotten? I had no money.
Just one more push, and we're there.
And by no money, I mean anything under 100,000, because you're going to need that to get anything that's actually good. Where does that go? I don't need to go that way, do I? No. Dust, not a glass anomaly. Ooh. Also, this much ammo is a terrifying concept is not the correct word. Yeah, you cut that box. I see a severe lack of things I can jump on top of. I see how this is going to go. The only question is what? cannot jump onto that from here. It's just too far. If it were there, easy. I don't think I can make that either. Yeah, I don't see anything I can get on top of. This is not good. And it's where we find ourselves. All right.
David and Goliath. So epic. I'm up here. I'll cover you.
Seriously? I love... Are you kidding me? Oh, right, I'm also fat, too. So, that's great. Whoop. Great.
Once I reload, you're finished!
This is not going to work. What? God dang it. It'd be nice if that stopped. So the idea is to drop some weight, for sure. Problem is what weights? If I drop the guns, chances are they take significant damage before that thing is killed. If I drop the ammo, chances are some of it ends up here and maybe even in this crack here, and I can never retrieve it again. And the best thing to use is the shotgun or this pistol. And I really wish, I was going to say it earlier, but I really wish I could upgrade the other one that we have. Remember, we found one a few episodes ago. I really wish that I had the blueprint to upgrade the other one so that it could fire buckshot or 12 gauge ammo. That would be great. Perfect for this, in fact. Well, not really. It'd be a slower version of the, I believe the jackhammer is its name. But I wouldn't be upset at it. So, the thing over there where I caught the high amount of radiation, I was trying to jump onto the rails, and then there were more rails at a height just below that I might have been able to jump onto, but the amount of radiation it put out was so high that just stopped being an idea almost immediately. Not to mention the electro anomaly that was right underneath it. It was low enough that chances are I might have gotten hit by it. Now is when I wish I had a shotgun with a magazine. And again, this is not a game designed for boss fights. Whatever.
David and Goliath.
Okay.
So epic. Get that fucker closer to me. I'm up here. I'll cover you.
I was in... You guys saw that. I jumped... That makes no sense. Oh, right. I forgot to heal.
David and Goliath. So epic. Get that
Are you... Do you want to know the worst part about this fight? Like with the majority of the more annoying mutant encounters, what makes them so annoying is the extreme lack of counterplay. And the one guiding rule of game design: cheese is only fun in one direction. The moment a player feels like they're getting cheesed, much less in a single player game, the fun dies. Frustration finds a home, and it takes up residence and won't let go.
David and Goliath. So epic. Get that fucker closer to me. I'm up here. I'll cover you.
I am not happy. Sure, I'm glad that this crap is done, but I am not happy at all.
I don't believe in luck. But I'll be damned if you aren't a lucky charm. This is just what I need right now. Open it. I've got your back.
Just so we're clear. The man, the myth, the legend.
Name?
I'm not looking to make friends. Skiff.
Skiff. You got some curious friends here.
I don't know why people keep assuming the people
Why
that
are you
I've
here,
found
Steve?
with are my
Doug had no
friends.
choice. Unlike you. Who you working for? If you lie, I'll know it.
What do you mean, Dark had no choice?
He's a sea consciousness agent. Killing me was just a program planted in his head. Those who made it to the center of the zone got the short end of the stick. Their prize was either to join Monolith and protect sea consciousness, or become an agent and do their bit. The S.T.A.L.K.E.R program. That's what sea consciousness called it.
I utterly despise the fact that my only option of progress in this conversation is to say I am with Spark when I would kill every last one of them if I could get away with it. But the game doesn't see fit to let me do what I want to do. Granted, it would break the game and prevent me from being able to play the story out. But I would be perfectly happy with that. Just seeing that Scar, or whatever his name is, doesn't get what he wants out of life, very little else would make me happier. It would also put an end to me playing this game, which...
What about Dark? What did you do to him?
I didn't do anything. It was the TVs. They're neurovisual programmers. Those previously affected by them can't survive another exposure.
I'm with Spark. They know what's really going on in the zone. Maybe they can help me find a new place to call home, too.
You're like a moth drawn to a flame, ready to get burnt to ashes. S.T.A.L.K.E.R's trained to follow orders. Clear Sky used to call the shots. That's when he almost got me. But who's he answering to now? I don't think you bothered to ask.
At least with S.T.A.L.K.E.R, I know what he stands for. But you? I have no idea what you want.
I want the zone to be left alone. All that common good S.T.A.L.K.E.R and Korshunov talk about is just a smokescreen. What they really want is to control the zone. Each in his own way. No. The zone doesn't owe anyone a thing. Realizing this made me an enemy to both the Ward and Spark. And how exactly did you find out about X3?
The doctor told me about X3. It seems like the two of you have some history. He sent me here to test a theory.
Kaimanov. Yeah. He helped me get to the center of the zone to take down C consciousness. Now he's using other people to fix his own mistakes. How convenient. He used to be part of C consciousness. He would have gotten into one of those pods himself if he hadn't escaped at the last minute. What kind of nonsense did he feed you? Something about the old experiments of the dearly departed and the data that might still be here?
Have you ever heard of the subtle matter theory? Kaimanov wants to test it.
Immortality in the noosphere. The C consciousness scientists are dead. I killed them. All of them. And took a piece of glass from one of their pods as a keepsake. It's real. And so were the bullets. Subtle matter is an induced illusion. A Psi radiation technology C consciousness used to manipulate people.
Induced illusion? Like Faust's phantoms?
Like the Phantoms, the Wage Granter, the Visiographs, the Scorcher, or the Shining Zone. Do you want a peek? It's right here. You can grab the data the doctor wants along the way. Just be sure to shut it down on your way out. I want this. Oh, no.
The doctor...
Kaima, now he's using what kind of...
Okay. So, I want to make sure that he's... Above all, I want to make sure that Straylock knows C consciousness still exists and that his theory on subtle matter is null and void. It is definitely real. But if I go with the second option, he stands here looking silly, waiting for me to go grab something. And I don't know if I grab that thing, if in grabbing it and doing whatever else there may be to do, I lose the option to inform him that C consciousness is still very much a real thing. I don't think I quick saved before I spoke to him. I think I was pulled right into a conversation, so there might not have been time. Okay, so we can go with the second option again and then repeat this whole thing. I mean, when he said right here, did he mean in this room or... What the actual... That's not a Gauss rifle. Well, look at that. This almost makes it all worth it. Except for the part where I am willing to bet this is only a 4 slot, so it might have the ability for me to carry, or be able to sprint, I mean. Look at that. No sprinting for me. And of course, since there's nobody available that can upgrade this goddamn thing, it's just... how much weight exactly in my inventory? Oh, an extra 15 kilograms, of course. Wunderbar. So... you, and you. And now we fat walk because of course we do. Where's my goddamn... I can't pull a weapon out. Which means I can't pull a knife out to open that case. Are you actually... I wasn't even touching... Granted, if this was using the physics engine of the old games, that very well may have killed me. And I'm not kidding about that. It may have killed me. The physics engines in the old game was... I didn't actually mean to consume that, but that's where we are now. Was a thing to behold. I can say that for certain. Am I to assume that what I seek is not down this path? It makes no sense, so I must assume not. That said, what am I looking for in particular here? It's supposed to be data, sure. I would assume it would look like this. Okay, so that's what that noise was. Quick saved already, so whatever. Yeah, no. Not yet. We'll do the other option in the conversation with him, and then we'll go there.
No.
I talked to the representative of Sea Consciousness, the Malachite.
They're dead. I killed them. All of them. I even kept a piece of glass from one of their pods. It was real. What you witnessed was an induced illusion. Up-sea radiation technology Sea Consciousness used to manipulate people.
Induced illusion? Like Faust's phantoms?
Like the Phantoms, the Wage Granter, the Visiographs, the Scorcher, or the Shining Zone. Do you want a peek? It's right here. You can grab the data the doctor wants along the way. Just be sure to shut it down on your way out.
Okay, so it obviously is... That would have been a very weird option to go with, because him mentioning the doctor's data when you didn't actually mention it, if you chose the first option first, of course. I thought it closed. If you had chosen the first option, him mentioning the doctor's data would have been extremely awkward and out of place. Well, we now have 120-ish. No, that all of that's going straight into repairing everything. So we have about 100 to maybe as little as 90-something thousand crusty coins once we get out of here. Granted, at least all of that isn't going to be dumped into getting the exosuit from Rostock. The one in Rostock might be better. It already has an open slot. Well, all 5 slots open, I mean. But it's basically the same as the one we just picked up. Then there's a body. Because there's always a body. Maybe that was Dark's body. This is the way we came in. Here it was just ahead. There it is. Doesn't make sense. We went in a direction perpendicular to where yeah, it just kept going in a straight line, and then we turned right. So even it doesn't make sense. This isn't Scar's body, or this isn't Dark's body. That's on the compass. It says I'm basically right on top of it, but there's nothing there. So I'm assuming this... everything that's out there is basically an induced illusion. Did I remember to quick save? Probably not.
When I found this place, I realized the zone can be true to herself as long as someone keeps trying to use her to fucking brainwash us. Whether through TVs like these, or the S.T.A.L.K.E.R program before them. I just wish I knew who that someone is right now.
Well, this shining zone was obviously always a lie.
So, what's your next move then?
Keep searching. Right now, I've got to find a way into the S.T.A.L.K.E.R program control center. The neuroprogrammers in X3 should be connected to it. I just need to figure out how.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Not now. I got this covered. Just focus on what you need to do. But keep in mind that the Ward and Spark are my enemies. If they end up being yours too, we'll get along just fine.
Not everyone can handle what you're proposing.
This is the only way to the truth I can offer you. I'll get in touch when I figure out if you're worth it. Not if, but when. And remember, either you're against everyone now, or I'm against you. The choice is yours. That's the price of my candor. I'll get in touch when I figure out if you're worth it. Not if, but when. And remember, either you're against everyone now, or I'm against you. The choice is yours. That's the price of my candor.
So about that body we saw. How did we approach this place? That's where we came up. And it still just vanishes. Or isn't there at all. I searched the area high and low, and I did not see a Gauss rifle at all, so... more's the pity, as they say. Why in the world would I ever go back to S.T.A.L.K.E.R, aside from having to get all of my stuff repaired in the area nearby his location? Why am I crouched? So then what was that locked door in the place where we found Dark? Remember, just by the entrance, there was a locked door on the right. Let's make sure we quick save. I know I did it after talking to Straylock, but just to be safe. So let's see where we are. I need my stuff repaired, and that is a priority. I know that, miss. Oh, that's where we are. So the wall of anomalies put a bit of a damper on their aggression. Noted. But nobody gets my armor's durability for free. -1. I'm sorry, where did that shot even go? No way I was going to let them have that artifact. Good or bad, it's mine. I didn't mean to take the bread. And this? I'm getting real tired of this happening. I did not know that was there. And I would have walked straight into it, and trying to run out of it, probably run into this or that other one. Yoink, yoink, yoink. Okay. And of course, I'm going to leave all of this here in because there's no telling what might happen along the way. Though I fully expect if there is anything to happen, if anything is going to happen, it's going to be as I'm entering the rookie village, as it's called. After all, this entire place is the cordon. And I am still really, really unhappy that I am stuck being associated with... I hate them so much I can't even remember what their name
Good to
is.
see you.
Spark.
Looking for some more firepower?
Shut up.
No.
Dweeb. And all of that money we made... right back out the window. Well, it was worth a try.
Happy to help.
It does have much lower anomaly resistance than the other exosuit we were looking at, or that I actually bought. Refunded, and am currently, well, was currently planning to buy. Now this would probably fetch a pretty penny, but it'd just be easier to take the thing and keep it. This, at the very least, I can sell.
Hey, you wanna be Robin Hoods? There's an emission coming. Now hide your asses if you wanna live. I won't tell you twice.
Better off staying here. Last thing I want is to go to Sidorovich's bunker, only to find out he's locked the door before the emission's fully gotten underway. Really? And see, they could have done neat RPG things where when people are sleeping, you can go through their pockets and their bag is off to the side somewhere, because see, him sleeping with this on, again, retarded. At the very least. At the very least. They should have some code in there that says this character has on a bag, and them sleeping on their back makes no sense. So instead, they sleep on their side, or...
If you're not, it's been pleasure knowing you. Now sit tight until further notice.
or on their other side. Because no way anyone is going to sleep on their stomach with their butt up in the air in the zone. You don't do that. Unless you're looking to get frisky. That's all I'm going to say. Well, if it hurts your head so much, why are you so close to the door, genius? I tell you, you can't cure stupid. But I know of a way that could help.
I'm so off today.
So at the very least, I am curious to see what Sidorovich has to say. I have no further use for the decoder, so we'll probably end up giving that back to him. aside from that, I
Okay,
don't know what's going to be going on.
If you think you need medical assistance, go talk to Whale. He'll patch you up.
I am
Or put you out of your misery.
so pissed that I lost all of my money because of a terrible, terrible, misguided, awfully designed boss fight that has no business in this game.
You are alive.
I didn't quick save.
You are alive.
I found a way into Lab X3. Marker coordinates sent.
You are oddly cooperative. No haggling, no fuss. I take it you didn't find the Klondike then.
Depends. Whatever you're looking for, it might be there. But taking it with you, it's a whole different story. Unless you grab the C installation too. Your oasis is nothing but a mirage. And I shut it down anyway.
No, I see. But let's keep it quiet. No need for anyone else to know, you dig? Like I told you before, the way to the oasis is worth a pretty kopeka. You have earned your reward.
That is a meager amount of crusty coins, and why is that closed? I'm sorry, it's just been hanging open this entire time. Day in, day out, and it closes now? I considered for a second checking his inventory, but why would they give you Gauss ammo? And then the gun's nowhere to be found in the entire underground area. As you saw, throughout the entire video, I searched high and low, every corner, every crevice, and there was no rifle to be found aside from the 5.45 rifle we found next to the exosuit. And of course, the rifle was completely destroyed, thus worthless to me. And miraculously, the exosuit was in pristine condition, as they all are when they're just sitting around out in the open. Now, as I said, I am glad that terrible fight with the pseudo-giant is done. I am not happy that it took place. I cannot. I lack the lexicon to fully communicate just how awful that experience was. Thus, I'm leaving in the entire thing. Start to finish, I'm not even going to edit it. So the load screens are going to be included. They don't take long, so it's not that big of a deal. It's 5-ish extra seconds on the video per load screen. It's not a big deal. That was awful. And if I didn't have other stuff to do, that might actually have ruined my day almost. If you've played this game and for some reason you're watching this and you've played through that part, I don't really care what your opinion on the fight is. It is bad. Why is it bad? Because for the majority of that fight, I spent on the ground. I spent most of my time on the ground. In the old games, you could go toe-to-toe with the pseudo-giant in pretty much the same fashion, except for one key difference. There was counterplay. In the old games, when the pseudo-giant did its stomp, You jumped. You took no damage. It was vulnerable. You took your shot. Here, you jump, you just get knocked out of midair. As you saw, my only counterplay was to... I don't know the proper terminology to use, but I messed with its AI by running around obstacles. And it doesn't respond in a reasonable way to having an obstacle between you and it and constantly being reintroduced. It responds poorly, and that's what I abused in order to get through that fight. And as you saw, if I didn't have 20 med kits with me, no, 30 med kits, nope. Yeah, it was the 6. How many do we have of the... Okay, so 4 we had 11. So if I didn't have 31 med kits with me, if I had anything less than 21, that fight would not be possible. And if you've played that and you tried to take that fight on with an automatic weapon because you didn't realize how bad automatic weapons are, which is honestly strange because that becomes very clear early on in the game. That's why I'm only running the shotgun and sniper rifle with the Rhino as backup. Automatic rifles are bad. No matter what caliber they are, they just aren't worth using. Especially since you have the whole wear and tear reduction means next to nothing, so you will be experiencing constant jamming sooner or later on your expeditions through the zone. And I get they're going for difficulty and having to take care of your weapons, but there is no way to do that on the fly, out in the wild, when you are nowhere... What is going on with the lighting here? When you are nowhere near a village or a technician in any capacity. It wouldn't be so bad if you could buy toolkits that could be used to repair your gun, even if only 10%. So long, of course, as the price was reasonable. I don't think 2,000 per toolkit would be too bad. 5,000 would be pushing it, and anything beyond that, it's just not worth buying. But since that's not a thing, you have to rely on the wear and tear upgrades to make the gun last when you're going out. And since you're almost always going to be out, you would hope that the wear and tear reduction would be useful, effective, worth it. It's not. And that's just another one of the things that pisses me off about how this game was designed. The wear and tear reduction isn't particularly expensive if it's the first thing in the upgrade line, but it does add up. And the fact that it adds up in cost, but doesn't necessarily add up in effectiveness, leads to frustration when your gun is jamming, because it's taking monumental amounts of damage in combat, even though the enemy is shooting you with, since I'm playing on veteran difficulty, is shooting you with 100% accuracy no matter what weapon they're using, and doing significant amounts of damage no matter what caliber it is. 919? Oh, it's just going to chew you right the frick up. What is the pistol ammo? 9 and 18? chews you right up. It doesn't matter what the gun is. It doesn't matter how damaged their gun is. They're going to be able to kill you. I've got some of the best armor in the game thus far. And I can still, as you saw a little while ago, I can still almost be killed at range with weapons that should have significant drop-off at such a distance. But they don't. More frustration. Do you see what I'm saying? This stuff adds up, and I like S.T.A.L.K.E.R. I do not like what they've done with S.T.A.L.K.E.R 2. The world, the story, all of that's fine. But that's not the part that keeps you in the game. The stuff that keeps you in it is the gameplay, and the gameplay is frustrating. Granted, it's the veteran difficulty, so some of that is part of it. I wouldn't mind it if it were better balanced in a way that at least felt like there was counterplay. As you saw, the only option I had was to run through a field of anomalies which broke their AI and turned off their aggro. If I didn't have that, I'd have to look for a thick tree to hide behind, which is decent counterplay, except for the fact that they can still hit you behind it because of your hitbox. Assuming the tree isn't wide enough to completely block you from sight. And even then, all they're going to do is take a few steps left or right, and then just continue shooting you again, with perfect accuracy, no less. All of this is to say, I am extremely frustrated, and that fight with the pseudo-giant did nothing to help that. And so, with all that said, we will see you next time.